So on Friday, man, we had one of those days. It started out as this simple walk through the hills of Genoa, and we knew that there was going to be stairs, but we didn't realize that we'd end up climbing over 28 flights. The weather was gray and it was cold, and it wasn't really raining. It was just that mist that like hangs in the air and slowly soaks you without really noticing. Now, the first part of the day was great. We had a blast wandering through narrow streets like this, exploring little hidden piazzas, and then we stumbled onto this vertical lift that took us all the way to the top of the mountain, and the views were incredible. We had a really, really good time, and then we stepped out, and the wind had picked up, the temperature had dropped, and the mist was now a full-on rain, and so we had to decide fast what to do next. And per usual, the kids were split. One didn't care, the other was starving, and so we walked to the nearest grocery store, only to find it closed. And my daughter burst into tears. The cold, the wet, the fatigue, it all caught up with her. And so we just held her, we let her cry, and then we headed back down the mountain. By this time, the cold and the wet was now mixed with dark, but the thoughts of gooey cheese and warm crust kept us moving forward. And then we turned the corner and find ourselves looking at another closed sign. The pizzeria wasn't going to open for another hour. And this time, the tears were bigger and louder. And by this point, we're all feeling tired. Everybody's wet and cold, and I'm desperate. My wife turns to me and says, "Do we just get some gelato?" And I thought of sugar and guaranteed happiness and instant relief from disappointment. And then I look at my kids' sadness and I feel myself pulling towards that direction. Because in this moment, I didn't want to understand my kids' grief. I just wanted to fix it. And then I heard my daughter say through her sobs, "This is just so hard. I'm so sad." And that comment stopped me in my tracks, because it took me nearly 40 years to learn how to say something that true, that honest. And here she was at 10, red-eyed, full of grief, but honest and unashamed. And so I just knelt down and I pulled her close and looked her in the eyes and I said, "You're right. This is really hard. And your sadness makes so much sense right now."